That's off the inside corner, and we are underway. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Reaching down, makes the catch. Now the number 2 hitter, Ellie De La Cruz.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
2-0.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, the right fielder, Vladimir.
And now, Vladimir Guerrero. Nasty pitch right there. That's strike 1. Man at first, 1 away. That misses.
That's a ball.
And that is ball 1.
Ball.
Tap foul at the plate. And a good eye there.
That's a ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got
Ellie on the move. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And there's a hit. The throw into second. And he's out easily. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And it's gone. Home run. And just like that, they're out in front. It's 2-0. Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's Christian Yelich. That's out to center field. Musial chases after it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the first. Now at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
0-2.
That's to third. Bregman handles. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Next is the DH. A switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
The throw to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Stan Musial will hit next. And that one fouled off. Runner on at third, 1 gone. Strike 2.
Ellie just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He thought about tagging, but heads back to third. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Comes through with the RBI. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Popped up. Bregman makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Top of the second, and now the first baseman, Mark McGuire. Cueto back to work. Fouled off. He was late. Has room, and he makes the catch. Now the catcher up to hit, Salvador Perez. Out to short, De La Cruz. Sends it across to first, and they get Perez for the out. And now it's Alex Bregman.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
To third. High bounce, and he barehands it. It's there, and that's a great play. Bottom half of inning number 2, and here is Lance Berkman. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Fires over to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. He'll circle the bases, and it ties it up. It's 2-2. Line drive. Whips it to first on the run. And it beats him. What a play. And now it's Christian Yelich.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
And he grounds one to the right side. Altuve over to first. That ends the inning. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Swing and a ground ball. Ramirez sends it to first, and 1 away in the top of the third. Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's going to be Byron Buxton. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Musial right there to make the grab. 2 down. And now the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swings here and blasts one left field. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
1-0.
The next offering misses, and the count is 2-0. And he deals. And a slider misses down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Alvarez at the plate now, and that's inside. That one hammered, but pulled foul. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Next offering is down low. 2-1.
2-1.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count. Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Musial settles under it. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 1 away. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Grounded out his first time up.
Albies.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Albies measures 5 feet 8 inches, batting second in today's lineup, and he's a native of Curacao. And that's a base hit, so a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Stan Musial. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone. Here's Jose Ramirez. Swinging a foul out of play.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Line drive, base hit. Ozzie flying around third. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 3-2. Runners at the corners here, one away. This is Corbin Carroll. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Runners at the corners, one away. Here in the last half of the third. Squares and gets it down the left side. And that's just foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Musial at third. Ramirez over at first with one away. In the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. Now a chance for Lance Berkman. Grounded out his first time. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Headed towards the corner. And out of here. And they add to the lead. It's 6-2. Now here is Jason Varitek. That one ripped right center field. Lays out and makes the play. As we go to the top of the fourth. And here's the first baseman, Mark McGwire. That one hit to right. Yelich should have it. And out number one on the grab. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Grounded out his first time up. Pitch misses inside. Ball one. High in the air, out to right. Yelich should have it. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Two down, bases empty. Here's Alex Bregman. First time up, he grounded to third. Hard hit left side. Throws across the diamond, and that'll do it. And we're back, ready to go. Bottom four. Whit Merrifield up to the plate. Grounds one to short. De La Cruz zips it to first, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Foul ball still 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the batting order turns over. And now here is Elly De La Cruz. First pitch misses.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
There's a line drive to left field. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Now around third, waving him home. The relay, not in time. He makes it safely for an inside-the-park home run. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Buxton sizing it up. And that is that. Ready now for the fifth inning. Leading off, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
Cueto back to work.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
He was all over that one. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
next offering is fouled back. Altuve on at first. Nobody out. Swings and misses. One gone here. So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. Inside, just missed.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
And that one finds its way through. And now two aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he.
De La Cruz over to Merrifield. To Berkman in time. That's an inning ending. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now Stan Musial. Swings and misses. And that's strike one.
This group of hitters doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Ramirez now at the plate as he swings through strike one. He swings and fouls one off. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Buxton moves under it. They got it for out number 2. Here's the left fielder, Corbin Carroll. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
It's 0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
And they'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first. That's the third out. And we're back. Top 6. And the batter now, Yordan Alvarez. Outside with a breaking ball. Alvarez goes 6 feet 5 inches, 225 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. There's a swing and a drive. Musial makes the grab. One down. Here comes Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. Swung on, belted. Yelich running hard. And that one hops the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. He's not stopping. On his way home. Now he stops and he's able to get back into third.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. And you see a ball come off the bat like that, it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carroll makes the catch. Runner tags for home. The relay throw. He's in there. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And first offering is fouled off.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
2 outs, base is empty. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and they get Perez for the out. Third out. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the first baseman.
Baseman, number 17.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Felix Bautista.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Bautista, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
That one misses. 3-1.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the controlled command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, his stuff is just too good to fail.
Varitek at the plate now. That's ball one. That clips the corner.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. The count now 2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Guerrero makes the grab, and that is that. We go to the top of the seventh. Here's the third baseman, Alex Bregman. And a foul ball. And that one hammered. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Into the second deck it goes. It's 7-5. Back to the top of the order at the plate, Byron Buxton. That one's in there. Strike one.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Ball high.
And now it's even up. On the ground, out to short. Oh, nice play. And that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort. And now Ellie De La Cruz. Check swing, called strike. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7.
Now
the shortstop takes the ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Buxton on the run. That one is absolutely belted, and that gets down into the gap. Coming home. 1 run's in. And he gets there. The tying runs at third with a triple.
Big RBI for him right there. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. Puts it away for the out.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too hot.
Hard hit, right side. Go ahead run on base. And now the DH, Christian Yelich. And that's outside.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And a ground ball to first. Berkman over to second. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Christian Yelich. And he blows that one by him at 100.
0-1.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a ball line to center. Nabs it, and there are 2 outs.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Albies, the next to hit, takes outside. And another ball.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2-2.
Out towards right center field. Buxton pulls that one down. And we go to the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Mark McGuire. Right side, hard hit. Merrifield to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Salvador Perez. And a swing and a miss there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Ball one there. Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A solo shot. It's 8-7. And here is Alex Bregman in the air, center field. Musial settles under it. Brings it in. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Jose Altuve up to hit here. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a seed into center. That's a base hit.
The center fielder, number 25.
So back to the top of the order. Digging in, Byron Buxton. On the corner for a strike. Altuve off of first with 2 away. Late swing fouled off. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2. That's hard hit on the line. Reaching for it, makes the catch. And we're back. Righty reliever out of the pen, Michael Kopech. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
On the ground at first. He steps on the bag, and a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Ramirez. Headed down the line, and that's a foul ball. Comes up empty. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost art for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Kind of an interesting pitch selection there with the defense shifted to the pull side. Pitches on the outside corner, and that made it pretty easy for him just to punch it the other way.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it, just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Berkman in the box now, takes strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Got him to chase one above the zone there.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Altuve slings to first. New inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Ellie De La Cruz.
Look it.
Ersig measures 6 feet 2 inches, 29 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Musial chases after it. He's there. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Base hit. One down. Now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. Ripped on a line to center. Musial snags it for the second out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Fair ball. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third.
Now coming into pinch
putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That's a ball.
Just missed. Late with the swing there.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Swing and a miss. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here. The left-hander on now, Mark Davis. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. And that is cut on and missed. Strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
No, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runner on the go. In the dirt.
Down. Ball.
That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position. So the tying run at second. In the dirt.
1-2.
Nice job behind the plate there. Runner on the go again. And a base hit right there. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they've tied it in the bottom of the 9th. So up next, Christian Merrifield on the move. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a Now just one swing.